Hey everyone, I hope you're doing really well, and I hope that you're also ready to work on my new piece of equipment, the ladder barrel. Let's get started. Okay, so to start today, we are going to be doing our short box series from the reformer on our ladder barrel. So we're going to be sitting a little bit in front of the apex of the barrel. We're going to have our feet hooked in underneath the top rung. I always like having a little bit more of my mid to lower heel hooked on underneath. So then the top of my foot's hooked on top. Some people like being a little lower down, getting a little more underneath their toes. That's also more comfortable to me, I personally think. Whereas some people like being up as high as they can. Everyone's got a slightly different position that they really like. So make sure you find yours. And then when you're ready, we're going to start with our round back. So round back, you can either have hands underneath your thighs for something a little more secure, on your hips to make sure you're getting that full rotation across your chest, or a little harder behind your head. So I'm not going to go behind my head because it's a little harder for me to see you guys and engage with you guys. So pulling up my shoulder blades back and reaching, really pushing into my heels. I'm going to curl myself back, rounding over the barrel, and then when I'm ready, curling all the way back on up. So make any adjustments that you need to make as you go, and then when you're ready, rounding back again, and coming all the way on up. We're going to do 2 more here, and then we're just going to move on to our next one. Last one here. Going back as far as we feel comfortable going. And then we've got flat back. So flat back, you're going to bring hands behind your head, press your head into your hands into your head, feel super tall. If this doesn't make you feel open in your chest, bring your hands one on top of the other in front of your forehead, and that'll help you keep elbows pressing back and also help if you have limited movement through your shoulders. So really pressing tall, we're going to inhale, flat back, exhale, come back forward. It's a much smaller movement, but still gives you the shakes like crazy. Really pressing those heels in and pulling those toes back towards you. One last one here. And all the way back on up. Really good job, guys. Adjust as you need. I always find with these Align pants, I slide myself down a little bit. So buttery soft. And then we're going to bring hands either again behind your head and twist, or across our chest. Again, it's a little easier for me to engage when it's across my chest. So we're going to twist to one side, curling ourselves back, curling all the way on up, untwist, twist the other way. Making them nice and even. You don't necessarily have to twist as far as you possibly can, but find like that 80%, so then you can still get a nice roll down, roll up. If you find that your knees are wobbling around as you're moving, just keep pressing those heels in. Get the underside of your legs as engaged as possible. We're going to do one more on both sides. Nice and even. All the way on up. Really good job, guys. So, last but certainly not least, we've got climb a tree. And then we'll go on to our side sit-ups. So, with climb a tree, you're going to end up taking one foot out. You're going to hug it in nice and close. Squeeze the shoulder blades back, and then we're going to bend and extend at the knee. A lot of people find climb a tree to be a little spooky, so go as much or as little as you want in kind of like a safety bubble, but at the same time, make sure to press that comfort zone just a tiny bit. We're going to leave the foot at the top. You're going to point to flex through the ankle. You could do some circles one way and circling the other way. And I'm walking all the way up your leg, tipping yourself back so that leg's nice and up at 90, And then when you're ready, rounding yourself down. For the first one, we're going to stay in flexion, really reaching up through those toes, coming all the way up. On the next one, we're going to go into a little bit of extension, so you can round down. You can tip your head back. You can hold on to the barrel instead. Open up. Dive your head coming all the way up. I'm sure my face probably looks about as red as my t-shirt. And then on this last one, if you'd like, you could take it a step further. You could bring your hands over your head. Bring your hands back onto your leg. Climb yourself all the way up. Bending in. Bringing that leg underneath the strap. Okay, other side. Hugging that leg in nice and close. Sitting up nice and tall. Bend and extend at the knee. Awesome job, guys. Lead the foot up the top, point and flex at the ankle. Find that big stretch through the back line of your leg. Circling one way, circling the other way. Climbing yourself all the way on up, finding that length, tipping yourself back until you're about 90-ish. Climb yourself all the way down, all the way back on up. Staying in that nice flexion here. Next one, into that extension, you can bring your hands onto the barrel, reach up through that top leg. Last one, into that full extension. You can bring one hand, maybe two hands over your head. Admire your plants. And then when you're ready, come all the way back on up and bend the leg in. Awesome job, guys. And we've got side sit-ups to finish off this short box series. So side sit-ups can be done in many different places. I personally like having my foot on the bottom rung, my top leg in between the second and the third rung, and then I'll side sit up here. When I have my top leg in between, I'm pushing it up into that second rung from the top. Everyone's a little different here in how they really like to be set up. I am pretty long, so this is a little on the short side for my body. Everyone's a little different. So hands can either be behind your head, across your chest, on your hips, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. I'm gonna have my hands across my chest. We're gonna go down, find that big stretch to your side. Exhale, reach through the top leg to come back on up. Really try to find that balance of your hips staying stacked. Keep your eyes in front and your neck nice and long. One last one here. Awesome job. And then we're going to come all the way over one last time. Relax yourself over that barrel. Really reach through the arm. And then when we're ready, we're going to carefully press ourselves all the way on up. And then we're going to do the other side. So I'm just going to turn around here. My right foot's going to be down the bottom of the ground. My left foot's going to be in between. And then from here, side bending over. I've got a soft bend in my knee just because then it hugs my shape a little bit more. And then when we're ready, pressing on up to come back on up. We're doing 5, so that was 2. This is 3. Reaching long for 4. And lastly, 5. And then we're coming all the way back on down. Keep those hips nice and square, reaching over. If you didn't get up as high as I did, don't worry guys, side sit-ups are kind of my superpower. I don't know what it is, but they're always something that I've really excelled at and I really, really enjoy. Whereas there are other moves that I'm sure you guys are much better than I am at. And it's just your superpower, and that's totally cool. Everyone's got their strengths and their weaknesses, so don't worry about those. Anyways, I hope you had an absolutely amazing time on the ladder barrel. I know I did, and I hope to see you all very, very soon. Let me know if you like the ladder barrel and if you want to see more down in the comments below. Okay, thank you very much. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.